Good afternoon. My name is Mike Cooper, St. Tammany Parish President, and I wanted to bring you an update on Tropical Storm Zeta, which is in the Gulf of Mexico. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, and I am here at our studio at Coop Drive in Mandeville. With me is Director of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness for St. Tammany Parish Government, and Jenny is here on behalf of the hearing impaired. Zeta is, well, here we go again, right? This is the 7th time that we are given an update for a storm that is headed towards St. Tammany Parish in the southeast area of Louisiana, where we have been again in the cone of uncertainty. Zeta is expected to bring strong winds and gusts, heavy rains, and storm surge along Lake Pontchartrain. And again, we are accustomed to that, and we ask that our citizens be prepared for that. We ask our citizens to please prepare and make final preparations by early tomorrow, as inclement weather will be coming in later tomorrow. The essentials, of course, that you may need: water, food, and other provisions, medications, in the event that you may not be able to come out for some time. We are preparing, again, as we have been all this hurricane season. Again, this is our 7th event. And today I signed an emergency declaration so that we are eligible for funding from FEMA for this disaster. We are currently under a hurricane warning, and Clarence will give us a further update in just a minute. I'm asking our citizens to stay tuned to local and national weather services, as well as be informed on our website, stpgov.org/storms. Our Emergency Operations Center will partially activate tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Today and tomorrow, we have mobilized our self-serve sandbag locations. There are 6 locations around our parish that have been open since earlier today. These are the same 6 locations that we have mobilized during this entire hurricane season, and we'll have further information regarding that on our website. Non-essential parish government offices will close tomorrow at 12 noon. Essential personnel are expected to report as assigned, and animal services will be closed to the public tomorrow. All facilities, Trace, Camp Salmon, the Fishing Pier, Kids Connection Playground, North Shore Beach will be closed as well. Public Works has contacted our debris and monitoring contractors, and they are on standby to mobilize after the storm has come through. Public Works and Tammany Utilities personnel are also on standby in the event to serve their facilities during this time, and are available to, as the storm allows, to serve our citizens. Utility companies have storm teams staged and are ready to respond quickly after a storm has passed through. We are, of course, hoping that the impact is minimized and that we do not experience power outages for a long duration. But of course, it all depends on the size and the speed of the storm. A decision regarding St. Tammany Parish schools, whether they'll be open or not tomorrow, will be made after the 4 o'clock advisory given by the National Weather Service. and you'll be notified in the normal manner from the school system of any changes in the school schedules tomorrow. Star Transit will run until 3 o'clock tomorrow, and then once the storm has passed and road conditions are reassessed, they will advise when services will resume, and we'll let the public know. The 22nd Judicial Court System, the Clerk of Court, and the St. Tammany Parish Assessor, located in the St. Tammany Parish Justice Center in Covington and in the Towers Building, will be closed tomorrow. At this time, I'm going to ask Clarence Poe, Director of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, to come to the microphone and give us a further update and more particulars on the storm. Clarence.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, we're watching another storm here. Like Parish President said, it's our 7th storm this year. So that just lets you know the hurricane season is not over with. We still got a ways to go. The impacts from the storm, we're looking at high winds. That's our #1 threat. Storm surge in Lake Pontchartrain, which right now is forecast to be anywhere from 2 to 4 feet storm surge, and we've had that before. Our residents in the low-lying areas have experienced that, and they do quite a phenomenal job of making sure that they prepare and they're ready for that. Also, we got rain, but the storm is going to be moving at such a fast pace to rain is not the big issue, but a band could get over you and it could set for a while and bring quite a bit of rain to us. With our main threat being winds, then we know that possibility of trees being down, power outages, so make sure that you prepare for that. Okay, make sure that if you do have those home generators, make sure you use them properly. Okay, make sure that you don't have them in an enclosed area, because we know that our neighbors to the west, they experienced quite a bit of that, where people were using generators not the way they were supposed to, and they had problems when it comes to carbon monoxide. We want you to continue prep for the storm. Like I say, hurricane season is not over with. We don't want to take the attitude that, hey, you know, we've had a few cold fronts. It's at the end of the year. This is going to be a light storm. Now is not the time to assess that and take those things on. Let's continue to prep. We know that we reached that point to where we are hurricane fatigued. We also COVID fatigue also. Let's do the right things and continue to prep to make sure that we're taking the necessary precautions to take care of ourselves, our families, and our property. Make sure you pick up, since our main threat is winds this time, make sure you pick up the different things like the political signage, your Halloween decor, decorations, and all those things, the debris that's in your yard. Capitalize on that. Take that time between today and pick up those items. Like the Parish President say, our Emergency Operations Center will actually open at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Our damage assessment team, our search and rescue team, along with all our first responders, like they always do, they do a phenomenal job at keeping us safe and being prepared. They're ready to deploy. There's no evacuations in place right now. There's no shelters. Parish President also mentioned about sandbagging. Okay, sandbagging operations already started. We've got 6 stations that's out there. Once again, COVID is still here. Okay, so make sure that you address your COVID response to enhance those plans. Continue to prep. Be ready to take the necessary precautions to make sure that you're taking care of yourselves and your families. Other than that, that's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Watch the wire. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Clarence. I want to thank Clarence and his staff at the Emergency Operations Center for their continual support of these emergency operations that we tend to have during this hurricane season. I also want to thank all of the elected officials at every level that we communicate with through preparation, through the duration of the storm, and afterwards. Our parish council members, the mayors of our municipalities, our state legislators who are home now. The session is over in Baton Rouge. So we continue to communicate with them to keep everybody apprised, and I appreciate their cooperation and assistance. I also want to thank our employees, the great Team Tammany that works each and every day to serve the public. They are here at Coop Drive and other locations on a daily basis to serve our citizens, and particularly during times like these. We are here to serve the public and to serve our citizens. So we ask that your continued patience, but to be vigilant and be prepared. The storm, as expected, will move into our area quickly tomorrow evening and bring weather that we haven't seen for some time, but hopefully it's minimized and it's going to move out quickly. We may see sunshine on Thursday, and of course it's predicted this weekend for Halloween. And Halloween will take place on Saturday, October 31st, so the trick-or-treaters can plan to go out. We hope to have a very beautiful weekend, but I can't urge our citizens enough to please be prepared, please be patient, and know that we're here to serve you, and God bless you all. Are there any questions?
Do you have any advice for people tomorrow night while the storm is coming in? Do you advise residents to do anything in particular as far as staying off the roads or anything like that?
Well, typically when a storm comes through at night, hopefully everybody does stay in. It is difficult to see water rising. It's difficult to see limbs or trees falling. So I urge our citizens, because this storm is going to be basically during the evening hours and early morning hours, that you do stay home, stay prepared, stay safe, and have plenty of food, drink, and hopefully you have power throughout the night and curl up and watch a good movie. Any other questions? Okay, thank you all for joining in this. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call us here at St. Tammany Parish Government at Coop Drive. Please watch our local STPG TV, channel 710 on Charter, and go to our website, stpgov.org/storms, to get further updates. Thank you.